Yeah, so as you guys can tell from the title of the video, me and two of my very good friends, Matt and Erik, tried to sneak into Rhythm and Binds 2019. So I kind of figured I'd like explain that whole story because it's a fucking long one, so yeah. So before I get into the actual story of us trying to sneak in, I need to kind of explain the backstory first, so like it actually makes more sense to you guys. But I legit wasn't even gonna post this video, because like, I mean, we didn't fucking make it in, so it's like, you know, if you watch this video, you want to see us like leaping a fence and running from security. And I was legit keen for that. I was so fucking keen to leap a fence and start sprinting from security. That would have been fucking sick, but unfortunately we didn't make it to the fence, so we couldn't end up doing that. Basically what happened was, we didn't buy R&B tickets at the start of the year because we kind of, well, I don't know, there wasn't really any plans. We're like very fucking unorganized. The thing about my group is like, for kind of stuff like this, just very, very fucking unorganized. Like it's most of the time it happens like last minute, but so we didn't buy tickets. Then I think two of my mates brought tickets, and then other people were like, nah, I'm not gonna go this year, so that was all good. And they bought tickets in maybe like March. And then as the year kept going on and on and on, we're just like, fuck, what are we gonna do for New Year's? Like, we didn't really have anything to do. And then two of my other mates got tickets. So then 4 people from my group had tickets, and then there was me, Matt and Erik, who didn't have tickets. And we kind of just, you know, just kept waiting. Oh, surely it'll get cheaper, like surely it'll be right. And then we're like a week out and we don't have tickets, and I'm just like, fuck, what are we gonna do? I remember I randomly put in our group chat, I'm not paying fucking $1,000 for resale on tickets, let's sneak in. I'd kind of put it as a joke. And then Erik was like, nah bro, I'm legit keen, let's do it. And I'm like, yeah, fucking alright, we'll try sneak in. So that was the plan. What we're basically gonna do is we're gonna drive up on the 31st, drive the entire day, try sneak in, and hopefully make it in for New Year's. But what ended up happening was, I saw 3 day passes available for the 30th. That was on the 27th, I saw that, so I'm like, fuck it. So I brought the 3 day passes straight away. Because then at least that way, you know, we have a guaranteed day at R&B, and the 30th was when all the best acts were on as well. Literally all the acts I wanted to see were on the 30th, so it was fucking sick. Yeah, so we got day passes for the 30th, and we drove up on the 30th morning. We drove the entire day, got into R&B about like 5:30 p.m.
Good night, yeah, good day. Good night.
Thank you.
I say DJ, you say full DJ, DJ.
And then I kind of had that whole kind of night of R&B, which was like a legitimate thing, which was good. And then that night, we literally had no place to stay, and we had no tickets for the 31st. We legit came into this with not really a plan, just kind of freeballing it, but yeah, no place to stay, so I slept in my car that night, which you guys, if you watched the initial R&B video, you saw I slept in my car. Yeah, so festival's over for the night. It's currently 1 in the morning, and fucking, we didn't even like camping tickets, eh? So I'm just fucking sleeping in the back of my car at the moment. Yeah, I mean, it's not really fucking ideal, but gotta make do with it somehow. Like, literally coming with no plan at all. Like, got no festival tickets for tomorrow, got nowhere to sleep. Like, it's just been a fucking absolute mission, eh? Yeah, so it's the next morning now, just past 7 AM. Fucking got a few hours sleep last night, but it's pretty rough, eh? Not gonna lie. And then Matt and Erik slept in my other mate Liam Kelly's car. It was pretty fucking rough, eh? Like, it was real hard to get to sleep, and you kind of like, when you do get to sleep, like, you don't really sleep that long, you just like wake up, it's just real uncomfortable, you know, it's fuck it, is what it is. And the next day is a day we're trying to sneak in. Like, I have like a few video clips and stuff like of us actually trying to sneak in, but it was actually real hard to film because of the fact that we're like walking through this fucking paddock, it's pitch black, and I don't want to turn my flashlight on to film because it's like, you know, if there's people around there, they can like see where we are and like give it away. So I wasn't really like too concerned about filming. I was trying to film as much as I could, but at the same time it's like, it's just fucking hard to. So basically on the 31st we just kind of chilled the whole day, just like fucked around. and we scoped the venue out the day before, kind of like working out where we're going to sneak in and where's the best way. There were a few like places in the festival you like could jump a fence to get in, but it was like pretty sketchy with the security. Yeah, basically with actually sneaking in, what we did was we drove right around the back of the festival, and I actually found this like lookout. We found this lookout, it's like right at the back of the festival, and basically it kind of like gave us a perfect view of like these hills behind the festival. And what we did was we climbed through this forest, jumped the fence, and walked up this huge like paddock which had like waist high grass. Walked up this huge paddock on top of this ridge line, and we kind of figured, alright, that's going to be the best way to get in, because like on top of the ridge line it gives you a view of the entire festival, and when you're on top of that ridge it's basically like a 200 meter downhill to this gravel road, which is where the fence is that you can jump in, and that particular part of the fence is near like cellar stage, which is like right at the back of the festival, and there's not really like much security around there, because when we're actually in the festival on the 30th, I noticed there was like basically no security there at all. There was like maybe one guy, there's just not really like people back there. So we kind of figured if we're gonna get in, that's the best place to sneak in, because there's just no one there. So it's like, you can kind of jump the fence and hopefully not really be seen. So yeah, basically we're up in the hill, we scoped it out, and we're kind of like, yep, this is the place we're gonna sneak in later tonight when it gets dark. Fucking hell. Looked around there, and then we kind of fucked around the rest of the day. Didn't really have much to do, and then we went up to the lookout around 8 o'clock at night. We're chilling up at the lookout, and we're just kind of scoping out the venue and just seeing. And one thing we knew was that there's actually a horse that patrols in that ridge line. There's a security guard on a horse.
Like this one's like just walking races.
When we're up at that lookout, I don't know if I have video footage of this, but there's basically a security guard on a horse that patrols up and down that ridgeline, up in the hills, just obviously looking for people sneaking in, because it's been done before. He's just patrolling up and down there, and we're just like, fuck, this is gonna make it way harder to sneak in, because if he's patrolling and he sees us, he's just gonna straight away like radio to people and we're fucked. What we noticed was when it started to get dark, he actually like disappeared, like he wasn't patrolling on the hill anymore. So we're kind of like, okay, we might have something good here. The funny thing was as well is that when we're up in this like lookout, we actually saw like six dudes pull up in 2 cars, and they were like kind of doing the same thing as us, like looking at the hill, like they're kind of like pointing, oh, what about here? So I'm just thinking, these guys must be trying to sneak in. So I went up to them and like, what are you boys up to tonight? And they're just kind of like, oh, like you guys are trying to sneak in, eh? They're just like, yeah, bro. And they said they're fucking 17, man. That takes some huge fucking nuts to do that shit, man. There's no way in hell I'd try to sneak into R&B when I was 17, so fucking gotta give them respect for that. And like, I actually don't know if they made it in or not. I kind of hope they did, because when we were like walking down to where we were gonna sneak in, we saw their cars parked down there, and they weren't in sight. So I fucking hope those boys made it in, because if they did, they legit would have had the best night of their entire fucking life. I see they made it in or they got snapped. And the thing was too, when we left that lookout in the morning, their cars were gone. So it's like they either made it in and they drove home after it, or they maybe got arrested and then they just came back the next morning and got their cars. I'm not too sure. We just waited till it got dark, like pitch black dark, because you can't really see in those hills when it's dark. So like security wouldn't be able to see us. So yeah, we start walking down the gravel road, and we get to like the forest that we need to climb through. It was maybe about like a couple hundred meters of forest that we had to climb through, which I'll put a few videos on the screen now of that. Right, so we're about to fucking try sneaking to R&B 2019. Shit's gonna be fucking mental, man. Climb through the forest, jump a fence, And then basically we're in just some massive paddock that's pitch black with like waist high grass, and we're just climbing up some like hill. The hill's maybe like 100, 200 meters, just up a big hill. It's like maybe that steep. It's a decent size. It was pretty fucking hard to climb, especially in the pitch black. And we're also trying to like keep watch for the guy that's on a horse and just like random other shit that, you know, could be up there. So climbing up the hill, we get to the top of the ridge and we're kind of like, you know, just like crouching along the ridge, just like trying to like scope for a horse. We're just sneaking along, and then we get to this bit where we like kind of stop for like 10 minutes just to chill, because it's very, very fucking tiring, man. So we're sitting in this hill and we're just chilling, we're just looking at the festival. And honestly, man, that view from where we're sitting was like one of the best views of the festival I've ever fucking seen. Like, because of R&B, like you don't really get to see it from that angle. The way we saw that festival, you just see like all the people, all the lights, just everything. It was fucking just next level, man, just seeing that. And again, I'll put videos out on the screen, but it's like, it just doesn't do it justice, man. Like, it just does not do it justice. Fucking madness, people, it's nuts. So we're sitting in that hill and we sat there for 10 minutes just to like catch our breath, and it was just such a nice place to see the festival from. But anyway, we're basically sitting on the top of the ridge on the hill, and then basically the downhill's like that, so it's like a, you know, a pretty steep downhill towards the fence that we need to jump. It's like 200 meters from the fence. So we gradually make our way just down the hill, just keep going down the hill, and we're about like maybe 150 meters away from the fence. And there's two problems with this. The first one is the bottom half of the hill is like covered in floodlights. It's like there is security around there, so they'll be able to see us. So we have to be real fucking sneaky. And the second thing is there's like cars that go up and down the gravel road. They're like kind of obviously patrolling people trying to sneak in. So that was another thing that was fucked. Actually making our way down the hill, and I look to my left, and I see a security guard on the horse like 200 meters away in the hill. But we weren't too concerned about that because of the fact that he was real far away from us and he wouldn't be able to see us. So that was all good. We keep making our way down the hill, and Erik was like slightly like ahead of me and Matt. And I'm not sure if, you know, they saw us because of the fact that Erik overextended maybe, or maybe they just saw us. I'm not too sure, but yeah, I look back to my left and the horse is just gone. I'm just like, what the fuck? And then so we keep making our way down the hill, and basically a couple minutes go by, and I look at the bottom of the hill and the gravel road, and the horse is literally directly in front of where we are, and he is fucking bolting it up the hill. He is fucking gunning it up the hill. The horse is coming straight towards us, and I'm like, holy fuck, boys, we gotta go right now. Like, we need to start running, because horse coming straight towards us at a fucking quick pace, and the security guards on the top of his flashlight just shining it on us. I'm like, oh, you've got to be fucking kidding me. We've been seen here. And at that kind of moment, it's either like we need to start running, or we need to just bolt it for the fence and try to jump it. And thinking about it now, we honestly, like, we might have been able to make it to the fence and like try to jump the fence and just run, but like in the moment you're not thinking about that. In the moment you're just thinking, holy fuck, there's some guy with a horse chasing me, we've got to start fucking running, man. So we sprint up the hill, we're sprinting across the top of the ridge line, the dude on the horse is on our fucking arse just shining the flashlight on us. We're like, holy fuck. I'm telling you, man, my heart was racing so fucking much. Even just thinking about it now, it was fucking sick, man. Like, I didn't even give a shit that we got caught. Like, it was fucking just sick, man. Just like, who the fuck's gonna say they ran from a security guard on a horse trying to sneak into R&B? Like, who the fuck even does that shit, man? Yeah, so we're running across the top of the ridge, and then we start running down a steep downhill that's like literally like that. It's waist high grass, it's pitch black. It was fucking crazy. We're running down the hill, and you gotta understand, this hill, we cannot see where we're running. It's like real uneven ground, and there's like 1 meter drops like everywhere. So Erik's running down the hill, he's about 10 meters to the left of me, and I just see him like trip, do a forward roll, and just start rolling down the hill. I'm like, holy fuck. And then Matt's like maybe 5 meters in front of me, I just see him fall down a meter drop and just start sliding down the hill. And then of course, as I'm right behind him, I fall down the meter drop and I start rolling down the hill. I'm like, holy fuck, this is crazy. And we just keep running down the hill. jump a few fences, keep running while the horse is on our fucking ass still. There were like some points where it legit got like pretty fucking close to us, man. And then we jumped another fence, and as we were jumping this one fence, like slight barbed wire, it was like maybe waist high, my fucking pants got caught in it, and I'm stuck in the fence. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake, you've got to be joking. Managed to free my pants. There's like a slight rip in them now, but you know, it's a good memory to say the least. We jumped that fence, run back into the forest, and we're in the forest, just running through the forest, and we come out back on the road, and we just walk back into the lookout where our cars were parked, which is like a 5-minute walk from where we try to sneak in. It's like the first part of what happened, which is, that was just a crazy fucking rush, man. Like it was next level. It was fucking sick, man. So yeah, we failed that sneak, and I'm just like, fuck, you know, I want to try bribe security guards to try get in. So we kind of waited an hour. So we tried to sneak in at 9 p.m. We got back to the lookout where our car was at 10:30. So the whole process kind of took an hour and a half. It was a very, very, very long fucking process, man. So we got back to the car, we chilled at the car for an hour, and at this point, you know, we got like 30 minutes till New Year's. I'm just like, fuck, I want to get in the festival so bad. So we drove down to the R&B car park, and I found this spot where there's like one security guard. I'm just like, fuck it. We had like $100 cash, we're gonna try bribe him. So we get out of the car and go up to where the security is on the side entrance, and kind of notice he's like some 50-year-old Islander dude. I'm just like, fuck, there's no way he's gonna take a bribe. Kind of talk to the boys about it. He's like, nah bro, he's not gonna take it. I was hoping for some like kind of young, like moldy Islander dude, because they wouldn't give a fuck and they'd take $100 cash. I sure as hell would. But yeah, I'm just like, fuck it, you know, we're here. We drove 8 hours, like we're here, so I'm just gonna fucking try it. And this like audio footage I'm about to put in is like literally exactly what I said to the guy. Excuse me, how's it going, man? I just got a quick question for you.
That is.
If I give you $100 right now, will you let me and my two mates in?
You got a top 500, bro.
Fuck man, it's a bit too much, eh?
We've been offered 500, bro.
Oh, real?
Oh.
Fuck man, we ain't got that much, eh?
Nah, sorry, my
Nah, bro, it's fair enough, eh? Have a good New Year, eh?
Yeah, you too, my bro. Sorry, brothers.
Nah, man, that's all good. So yeah, as you can tell, he didn't take the $100, eh? They just cracked the fuck up. They were laughing so hard, and he's just like, nah, man, you have to pay $500 again. And it's like, mate, I'm not fucking paying $500 to get in. You're fucking having me on, mate. $500. I might as well bought a fucking R&B ticket if I'm paying $500 to get in for fucking like 4 hours. It's like, fuck off, man. But you know, I didn't even care. Like, at least I tried it. That was just a good laugh, man. It was just funny. So yeah, that's basically the story of how me, Matt and Erik tried to sneak into Rhythm and Vines 2019. Yeah, we didn't quite pull it off, and like I'm saying, I wasn't going to post this video, but I'm just like, the fucking, I might as well just put it up, because I'm sure some of you guys will get like a good kick out of it, and like, this is something I just want to remember for like the rest of my life, eh? Like, it was just like, even just like, you know, like sleeping in our cars and all that kind of stuff just leading up to it was fucking crazy, man. It was just a crazy experience, and I do not regret it at all. Like, I've had some people that kind of ask me like, oh, you know, do you regret like not making it and stuff? And I'm just like, nah, man. Like, honestly, I do not regret trying to sneak in. It was fucking crazy. And like, how many people can say they try to sneak in a fucking Rhythm and Vines, like the biggest festival in New Zealand? Like, literally fucking no one, man. So that was sick. And to top it off, we freedom camped at that lookout on New Year's. So like, we literally just chilled up at that lookout on New Year's. It had such a nice view. We set up our tents at like 2 in the morning. We just freedom camped there. Yeah, just 2:20 in the morning, just freedom camping above R&V. You guys see over here, that's it off in the distance. Woke up in the morning, the first day of 2020, just an insane view of like Gisborne and the water and the festival. It was fucking crazy, man. I'll put some videos of that on screen now so you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. legit freedom camped and we got away with it. It was fucking sick. I've always wanted a freedom camp too, and the fact that we actually did it and we pulled it off was funny. I got woken up by some like guys that came to look at it like 6:30 in the morning. They just drove up there. They didn't come into my tent and wake me up, but like it woke me up. It legit woke me up, and I just heard the guys talking saying, oh, that's such a good spot to camp, it beats camping at R&B because you have no noise up here. I just started cracking up, because they fucking loved it. That's kind of the story of how we try to sneak into R&B. And just on a side note, I'm definitely, mark my words now, I'm definitely sneaking into Rhythm and Vines sometime in the next few years. I'm fucking doing it for sure. Like, ever since that happened, I'm just like, nah, I just have to do it to avenge myself, man. Like, from that experience, I know for a fact I can sneak in now. Like, I know what we did wrong, and I know how I can correct it next time. So, fucking, in a few years, you're gonna see a video of me sneaking to fucking R&B. I'm telling you, it's fucking going down. It's definitely going down. That's just what happened, so I'll see you guys later.